Oh, I am just sick. I am sick. And I can't even come on here and do a rant, do a madness, because I'm just miserable right now. I am absolutely miserable after what I have seen and after the start I've seen to this season. We are awful, man. We are really, really awful. We show little moments and glimpses of something. And that's it through a whole 90-minute game. Yeah, it's just killing me, man. Because, there was so much optimism around the transfer window. And look, people are gonna get on me and get on my case and all of that crap about backing Lopetegui. No one's gonna try and give me the I told you so's and get on my case because I gave a manager a chance. I gave a new manager a fair chance. Doesn't matter who that manager would have been. If it would have been Southgate, anyone, right? I would have gave them a chance. I've given this manager a chance. And I still feel bad. That's how mad it is. I still feel bad at this stage of the season to feel like we need a change. I feel bad about that because it's still 11 games. But again, I just haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything from this team under this manager to suggest that, yeah, this is going to improve. Once this happens, then we'll start to get better. We just need to finish our chances. Luck was going against us. No. I can't believe how boring that was. Listen, I know this is up late, by the way. I was doing fan cams of West Ham Fan TV and had to upload it, and I wasn't even going to do this, man. After what I saw, what can you say? What can you say? I know hardly anyone will watch it because it's a 0-0 and it's up late, but in the end, I decided just to put this up for myself, my own therapy, to get this out. And I came into this game and I said, we don't just need a result, we need a performance. And we got neither. We got neither a result or a performance. To draw Everton, let me just be clear. Everton were just awful. They were poor. They were not good. They were there for the taking. You know what the worst thing is? They felt like we were there for the taking, and we were. They really had nothing, Everton. They didn't even look like they had the desire or the hunger. I've seen Everton when they've been switched on under Dyche this season. Like, they were so far off their best. They weren't really trying to win second balls and things like that. It was dropping to us and we did nothing. This is such a static, lazy team. And yeah, the players have to take responsibility. They have to. We can't just sit there and go Lopetegui. Buck stops with him. But the players, they've got to have a look at themselves. They're not running themselves into the ground, giving it their all. I sit there and I was watching like Emerson. And again, I don't know if this is the players or the tactics. The players seem to always have their feet planted when they've got the ball. So every time we pass, we're never able to just pass into space, pass in front of players so they can run onto it and do a run. They've got their feet planted, so you just have to pass it directly at them and then they take a turn and move and go where the opposition can see it coming a mile away. We're never running onto balls. It's just, I can't fathom it. And like I said, if I could look and see, okay, well, this is starting to prove. This has been going on since the start of the season. So why is it like we can see this? So if Lopetegui is going to improve and we are going to see something, why is he not seeing this and doing something about it? Emerson, you need to start making runs. Antonio needs to make runs. Like, players do nothing off the ball apart from just stand there and wait for someone to pass to them. It is just diabolical. It is absolutely diabolical. It's so frustrating to watch how we are. And I can't, like I said, I can't say, oh, if we had this player, that player, this player. It's been the same all season. Doesn't matter what lineup we've put out. It's the same crap. What is he trying to do? Like, just tell me, like, someone, what is Lopetegui trying to do with his team? I don't know. I really don't know. And I look at it and we are boring. But we're boring in a different way. I don't think Lopetegui intends to go out and play negatively, right? Doesn't try and set the team up negatively. We're having more possession under him, right? Moyes had a negative approach. Love him or hate him, he had a negative approach, very defensive approach. Lopetegui I think, he just hasn't got a clue. He doesn't know what to do with his team. And the result, the intent isn't to be more negative and more boring, but the result is that we have more of the ball and we do nothing with it. Because we are slow, we are indecisive, we are lazy. I don't know what our running stats are. I would be really interested to see heat maps and all of these little finer details. I would love to see it. Because when I look with my eyes, I don't see anything. Listen, Somerville, I exclude him from this because Somerville was excellent. Somerville was so good, and anything that positive happened through Somerville. Can't do it all on his own. And it just makes me question Somerville. Like the game, I think was it Man United game? When he come on and played well. And he done so well. And then he does start against Forest, but he starts a completely different system. He had good games off the bench for us before, but never got a chance. And that's why I have to just question his decision making. Danny Ings. He's had games where he's come on and made an impact this season. Not only did he score an equaliser against Fulham, I believe it was the Man United game where he come on and made an impact in those 2 goals. And today, he's come on, he had a great shot on goal. He did more than Antonio. I've been a big critic of Danny Ings. Big critic. But you can't keep persisting with Antonio. He's not doing anything. People sit there and say, oh, well, he creates space for other players. That's not enough. It's not enough just to be a body on the pitch that draws players. Clearly, it's not enough. You need more from Antonio. He's just never in the right place. As people said on the fan cams, like his first touch is just awful. He's all over the place. He's never where you want him to be at that time. He's never a focal point. We have no focal point in the team. Bowen looks like a shell of himself. This is the other thing. Like, I can't look at all of our best players, right? All of our players that we lauded over the past couple of seasons look like a shell of their former selves. Bowen has been, unbelievable for us. And he's just been poor this season. Paqueta, wow, the drop-off. And maybe his case will let you give him some excuses for the case. So there's that. But still, mate, like, as a footballer, poor. Emerson's been so good. Like I said, the stuff I see from him today is just so static and rigid. Even Kudus, when he was playing, one of our better players, but nowhere near to his levels, kept playing him out on the left. Kept doing it, persisting with it. He tweaks and changes everything about the lineup. You notice, everything's different week in, week out. You know one thing that didn't change? Was Kudus on the left. I don't get it. And after that game, there is no way Kudus comes back and plays on the left. If Kudus comes back and he drops Somerville or moves Somerville elsewhere and plays Kudus on the left, mate, I don't know what I'd do. Like, I couldn't be more out than that. That would be horrendous. I would go from not just, wanting a change, but to actively despising a manager. And I've never despised a manager at my football club. I'd have been employed. Maybe afterwards you look at Adam Grant, but he was just crap. But I'm sorry, you're doing stuff like that. You're sabotaging us at that point. Because we can all see it don't work. Oh my god, my god. What are we going to do, eh? What are we going to do? Why can't anything just go our way? Why can't it just go the way for West Ham? Go the right way. And then people just keep bringing up Moyes. Should have kept Moyes. Should have kept Moyes. He didn't want to stay. He didn't want to stay. We was changing how we do things. We was trying to move forward and try and catch up to modern football and have head coaches and directors of football. And we offered him that contract in that role. And he wasn't happy with it. He wants to be a manager. He wants complete control. So he wasn't happy. So they took the contract back. Funny enough, this is all Moyes' words. After 3 games, we took the contract back. Funny that, after it says we withdrew the contract, he said in a press conference he's got a contract offer on the table and it's up to him when he wants to sign it. And he's chose not to sign it yet. Wait till the end of the season. So I don't know what to believe. But none of this Moyes stuff. He had his time. He's got a good legacy. He's done well for us. It's time for a change. You can't keep a manager forever. You have to change at some point. Do you know what I mean? Was we going to have him like 80-year-old Moyes still managing, like, and people would go, oh, well, he won you a trophy 20 years ago. Like, no, you have to change at some point. And that was the time. I think the time to change was the previous season, just after he won it. But he didn't want to leave, and you can't sack a manager, really. I mean, you can sack a manager after they've won a trophy, but optics and all of that, and who gives a shit, really? I don't know. I just fucking hate Sullivan, man. He just can never do the right thing, can he, Sullivan? He can just never do the right thing. We had Amarim there, flying over to meet us. Don't want to pay out the £10 million fee. There's other managers. Like, why do we have to be so restricted to managers that are out of jobs? Get the best manager you possibly can, in a job or otherwise. If you have to pay money, pay the money. And this is why I'm so hesitant on this whole sacking Lopetegui now thing. I don't think we need to sack him now, in terms of like, shit, if we don't sack him now, we're going down. I just want to make sure, if and when we sack him, we get the right manager. We have to get it right. I always thought Lopetegui was a transition manager. He's the manager that takes us from Moyes to the next one. That transition might have been a lot quicker. And I think maybe it just needed someone to be that sort of sacrificial lamb of... It was always going to be a bit cursed after Moyes, because there was a lot of people that wasn't going to have the next manager. Like, whoever it was the Moyes replacement. And he was going to be under a microscope and the pressure was going to be on. So now he goes, a new one comes in, and everyone can unite around this new manager. I just want to make sure it's the right manager. I don't want to see more of this crap. I look at Brighton, man, and I just see like how well run they are as a club. And that's what we're trying to move towards, this director of football, infrastructure, all of this thing what Brighton are doing. You have to have the right personnel. They don't have Sullivan in charge of their club, though. But that's what you can have a Potter come in, and Potter does well. Potter wants to go to Chelsea. What do we do? We go get De Zerbi, and doesn't miss a beat because the infrastructure's there. De Zerbi, oh, you want more control over the club? No, our model works for us. So see you later. Well, they go get this 33-year-old guy in. Doesn't miss a beat. Just beat Man City today. It can't just be the fact they just get lucky picking the best managers. I mean, part of that is good scouting of managers. Can't just be that. The infrastructure's there. They know this is how we play football. This is the profile of players that we have. This is the profile of manager that we want. They're not jumping from random manager to random manager. So, Lopetegui, I'm sorry, there's no way it can take this long for players to get what you're trying to do. If it is, there's a problem. There is a problem. It's been what? Since like June? End of June? June, July, August, September, October. Coming into this, what, the 6th month? We can say 5 months he's had this team. And this is where we're at. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. And that's what I'm saying. Because I don't see gradual improvement. I I don't see how like one day it just clicks. Like it just goes from how we are now to us just being good. I don't see it. I don't see the vision. Someone can explain it. Someone can, but I haven't seen anyone that can explain Lopetegui, what he's trying to do to me. You know, the few people that are still there with him, it's hope, and that's where I was. It was hope. It was largely hope, and you know, small little things. Yeah, that's great. It's not enough. It's not enough, man. So. I honestly don't know what to tell you people. So, international break. I'll have some videos up. Try to forget about this current West Ham situation. But cook away, cook me. Give me shit in the comments. I'll take it, and we'll talk about it. We'll have a conversation.